Greetings and welcome to ruralvacantland.com, where I've got easy, cheap land priced 50 to 80% below the competition. Today I've got up for sale 20 acres north of Ludlow, California, just off the Interstate 40. If we go to Google Earth, I can show you better where this is. So if we zoom out, I give you a better idea of what the neighborhood is like. Um, don't know where you're watching this from, but this is Southern California. You see Baja to the south, Mexico, Los Angeles, um, Las Vegas is up here. I think that's Lake Mead. Las Vegas around here somewhere, and Arizona, Phoenix. So this is where we're at. We're flying in here between Los Angeles and Las Vegas. This is Route 40. This is Route 15. It's kind of in between, but closer to Route 40. As you zoom in, Ludlow's to the south. There's gas stations here. I believe there's a Dairy Queen. Last time I was there, they're still open. I think it's a Chevron, a 76. And then there's this dry lake bed that you can drive on. It's off-roading. People drive all through here. You don't need any service on the road. I mean, it's dry. You can just drive on it with a car pretty much. But I'd say four-wheel drive, you'd be better off. As we zoom in here, you can see it's not in the lake bed. It's not in the bottom of the valley, but it's up the slope a bit. It's not in the rocks, but it's kind of in between the rocks and the lake bed. If we take a look at what these locals are taking pictures of, or people are taking pictures in the area. Here's some night shots. I bet you it's beautiful skies here because there's no lights. There's no one around. This place would be your own if you own this land. No neighbors. So this is the lake bed, and it's like a drag strip. I mean, you just go flying through here on your off-road vehicles if you want. Um, it looks like Star Wars setting or something. Um, this is the bottom of the lake. This isn't where the property is. Property's up the hill a little bit more. But there's no pictures around what this kind of countryside looks like that I can find. Here you go. Maybe this one is looking towards these mountains, theoretically. I'm not exactly sure. So I've never been to the property. So it's your adventure to go there and figure it out. See if it's something you want. Or buy it and then go visit it and say, Luke, you're crazy. This property's horrible. I'll give you your money back if you tell me that within 60 days of buying it. Or maybe you fall in love with it and there's no way you're going to give this thing back. I'll tell you why you're not going to give it back. It's because of the price. If we go on the internet and we look at other properties in the area compared to this one, I'm asking $4,900 for this property. And so it's kind of close to Barstow. Barstow is the closest relatively civilized place. They've got Walmart, Home Depot, and got gas stations closer than that, but they've got grocery stores and all kinds of car parts and whatever else you might need you can get in Barstow. So if I pull up Barstow and I narrow the search a little bit for the larger properties, 11 to 50 acres. This one is 20 acres, so it fits in that niche. And I sort, I get one of my other properties that's for sale. But if you don't count the other ones that I'm selling, this one is kind of up the road a bit. It's 20 acres for the same price, $4,900. So I got a couple of these same price, same size in the area. But if you don't count my listings, the next cheapest one is this one for $10,000 in Hinckley. So compared to the competition or whoever else is out there, take your pick of these other 20-acre properties I have for the $4,900 cash. It's less than half of any comparables that I can find. I mean, you can look in other websites, but this one is the easiest and usually the best price as far as I'm concerned. That's why I think if you buy this, you'd never return the property because you could go sell it to somebody else for more. So if we go to Google Maps and we put the GPS coordinates, which I'll put in the description below as well, you can cut and paste and just search Google Maps and put it into Google Maps or whatever your favorite mapping software is. And it'll take you to the center of the property. Those GPS coordinates are the center. I like Google Maps because it shows the property lines. And if you click on the corners of these property lines, you can get GPS coordinates. You see down here at the bottom of the video, or bottom of my screen, you can see the GPS coordinates of the corner. Maybe I didn't click exactly in the corner, but you get the idea. You can go click in the corners, figure out the corners, get your GPS and go to this property, and you can walk the property boundaries. You can mark it out, stake it, set it so that's where you think your property is without paying a professional to come out and do it for you. This kind of priced land, it's probably the way to go. You can do it on your phone. You download a GPS app, like free GPS coordinates or something like that. You can get the app out of the app stores for free. There's a bunch of them to choose from, and they'll show you the exact coordinates, not the driving directions, but the coordinates to zone in on this property. So it doesn't help to call me for directions. I've never been there. So this lake that's next to there, it's like the only thing around the area that I could find to search. So if you want to have a Hobbit's paradise, a place with no neighbors, I mean this is it. There's no one around. No one takes pictures of this area. There's no houses. There's no dumps. There's no power lines. There's no noise. There's nothing. It's vacant. You get to be by yourself. You can get away from it all, whether it's just for the weekend or forever, and just be alone. You set up your own systems and do it all on your own. No one's there to tell you can't. You can't do this and you can't do that. There's no one looking over your shoulder. Your neighbors aren't calling you on zoning or the color of whatever you're building or the style, or you can do what you want. There's no one around. That's the point. So here's this lake bed that you can drive out to the property. This picture here is probably better. This is what I would think of it in my idea. So that's probably a lake bed, and the property is kind of like on the side of one of these hills. I'm not exactly sure of the direction of this picture, but this gives you an idea. Some scrub brush along the hills next to the lake. So you're not in that dry pan, but you're in the side in the scrub looking out at it, where you could build very fast vehicles to test in super flat ground. So here we go. This is directions to the closest of any supplies. Ludlow, California, 7.8 miles. And however Google calculates traveling 7.8 miles, it says it'll take 40 minutes without traffic. I bet you there's never any traffic here. And depending on what kind of vehicle you're driving across that lake bed in that area, you can probably do it a lot faster than that, I would assume. Maybe I'm on walking or something. That sounds really slow. Here's the directions to Barstow. It says hour 26, 59 miles to Barstow. In Barstow, you can go to Home Depot, Walmart, and all kinds of supplies I was just talking about. Here's directions to Los Angeles. If you're trying to figure out where this is from downtown Los Angeles, 172 miles from downtown Los Angeles, whatever Google calls downtown Los Angeles, out to this property. Las Vegas is the other direction. So if you take the 40 out, there's a couple different routes you could take to Vegas. But this is 152 miles in Google's suggested route. And on the county tax website, I always like to look at the taxes of these things, because you buy a piece of property, you don't want to pay crazy taxes over time as you're working on it, or you're going to build, or you just don't want to pay those bills either way. So this one's got really low taxes. It's $9.31 every half a year. So the next bill that's due is April 11th of 2016. $9.31. If you buy this property, I'm expecting you to pay that tax. And then they'll bill you again on December 15th. The next one is due. They might change it a little bit, but it gives you an idea how cheap these taxes are. It's less than $20 a year. And then if you go to my website, ruralvacantland.com, you get another $100 off the purchase price of this property by subscribing, or any of the other properties like them I've got on my website, or I'm selling over time. Anytime throughout 2016, you get $100 off any of the ones that I've got up for sale by being subscribed to my website. And by subscribing, you get updates on when I'm posting new properties, and see what kind of deals as they're coming through. Be the first ones to take a crack at them. Be a great way to buy cherry pick them and turn around and flip them, or sell them on terms for more, make money off of it, or just keep them, land bank them, and use them yourself. Either way, long as you're happy, I'm happy. Thank you for listening. If you want to buy this one or any of the others, please give me a call. Luke Smith, 760-274-7711. Thank you.